Hello world. Hello world. Hey, this is an update about my experience at Samaritan Albany General Hospital last night. I went there and I was completely denied access to treatment or care. I got put on mental health hold when I got there, but it was weird. I had to wait there just 2 hours just to get um, this mental health guy to show up. When he got there, he talked to me, and his diagnosis was obviously nothing. It was interesting. That's what was interesting. He diagnosed me with just depression. But something. I went there and I told him all about it, and I was like, obviously, I was just getting screwed around from the start, screwed around by the staff, and so I went there. Said I had brain swelling, severe muscle tension, nausea, pain. I had a high history of high CK in my blood, which is when your body breaks down, your brain is damaged. The only thing that accounted for it was microwave exposure. And I had a lot of burning, stinging in my face, and really painful heart. I got pinching all over from, like I said, the microwaves dehydrate your body, make it really rough and rigid. Everything gets so small and tense. The repeated orgasms. I was made sensitive to orgasms by their weapon and abuse for medication, and now I can't even have orgasms. And so what they do is, what happens is my muscles will clamp down from like dopamine sensitivity and everything, and that's why they use it as a weapon against me. I think that they use this weapon to try to engineer me to be like this over years of abuse. So they screwed me up so bad, now they've got this over me where they could just do it in my sleep. They call it a dopamine surge, or instant scorn, and they're like, they know how to, do. You can't get up and avoid it. I mean, even if you get up the microwave, this technology, you can see it here through the walls, right? And they can track exactly where you're going to be and compensate for your emotions. So even if you get up and move, they can still kind of erect a very precise signal. Waves come from multiple directions to a single point, erecting that field wherever you are. It's also like a pinpoint laser, just pushing your body and atoms around, which results in sensations you can't avoid. Really, they can instantly induce an erection, among other things, tickling, make it feel like a female touching you, using heat waves that are almost very similar to that of a female woman, with little pictures and pink colors. What they do is, this is remote nerve manipulation, and it's most very computerized. That's how they get away with it. It's automated themes, and the themes that they do, it's very much like an artist in their program. Everything about it is the sound waves, the cartoony, the human, everything. They've studied it so well and programmed their computer so well it can automate most of this. But at times there are real people on the other side who come through, and they're sitting there watching this the whole time and talking to me. Somehow it responds to your thought. So the computer itself, like I said, in response to their thought and my thought, really instantly reacts to whatever's going on. It's got artificial intelligence, and I do know that this software is the backbone for many other things. The ability to interpret conversations and know what it usually means and what's on people's minds. The ability to, if they get voice recordings, or if they can monitor your brainwaves, either or. I just know that multiple levels of system in the government. I mean, if you ever watched any spy movie about the CIA or something, or fucking NSA watching everything in the world, it's true. It's very true. They can pick up your voice if you ever get on the phone. I'm almost confident, and I'm confident that voice lie detection is much more than that. It's not just lie detection. They have the lie detection software. It's much more complex what they have. It's intention and thought detection software, which kind of monitors the tones of your voice and the hues, and knows exactly, along with the the subject and who you're talking to. It's really precise in how it understands what is designed to come next and what people are saying and doing, and detecting that in your voice anyway, with a lot of accuracy. So I've witnessed this. They do this thing where sometimes I'll be on the phone, they help, or I'm talking to someone, they tell me what they're feeling, or what this is supposed to mean in these different feelings. It's really it's a state of mind that the computer already knows about and that they have access to. It's like, it's the ultimate in tracking and monitoring software. I mean, so I'm a targeted individual. I never heard the term. I don't believe the term. I believe most of the people out there are loonies. To think about it, I'm not trying to degrade them. I believe that, though, there's a lot of people out there who are completely legit, and I believe the government has a program of, targeting interesting people. But in my case, I've got a story to go with mine. That's why I said that this was just purely a weapon. I think the term targeted individual is loony, more or less, because people act like this is just a game. I can't believe that someone hasn't gotten an attorney to get a fucking federal judge to crack the government open to find these damn weapons and confiscate this shit already. And pretty much, from what I know, police have it everywhere. And I think that there's a system of pretty much this electronic brain link, remote neural monitoring crap, and the microwave systems designed to link police officers and staff, state employees' brains together. It's widespread. They've got it everywhere. The technology's everywhere. And so what happens is people, my observation is everyone knows me in this town, in Eugene, Springfield, around the state. I'm special. And up in Salem, I've seen these guys everywhere, and everyone's involved. And the thing that makes me obvious is that I think that when a person goes and makes a complaint about this technology, they're making a complaint to someone who's directly involved every time, and that's why no one ever gets help with this. That's for all the TIs around the world. Now, some of them might be mentally ill, but others who were involved in a government scandal, or there's a story to go with them, I absolutely believe that they're the highest risk of actual realness to this, especially if they have a history of being okay, no mental illness that was diagnosed. But then again, I do believe, I'm just putting all this in this little video, I do believe the government also systematically targets random individuals to create all these reports that sound crazy, so that when a person is targeted, it's hard for them to sound credible to people sometimes, because I think that they've done similar experiments just like MK Ultra, man. They want to know every instance of how their technologies and their fucking drugs work. So they would literally experiment in every condition, just fucking people, fucking with people, just to see how it affected them and how the system responded. And I know that they did these, they didn't need to, but they did them, and they still do it, and they enjoy just randomly fucking with people. That's what this technology is about. Psychotronics, synthetic telepathy, mind control shit. Now, it's pretty easy to create a weapon like this. I understand the computer, vertex shaders, GPU, they can simulate dreams, render 3D images. It does everything automatically. Object detection. They use your brain to help the computer learn what you're seeing and encountering. The computer also does a lot of this on its own. They read all this. They've got this thing where they can mimic sounds and computerized stuff, polymorphic images. All help them. That's what they call some of this morphing and adapting to things to kind of try to blend into everything to make it seamless, like it's not coming from a computer. They've got this other thing where the weapon itself is very small and compact. I think it's just it's some type of CMOS sensor, high resolution to read or EEG. It's just a big array of antennas, but it's really small and compact. The higher the resolution, the more neurons, the more separate the signal can be from your body. And also microwaves, millions to thousands of microwaves allow individual neuron manipulation, like I said. And I envision an array of tiny little light guns and like a cube in all directions, so that when you move around, it tracks you everywhere. All right, gotta go. OregonStateHospital.net.